people, and welcome back to Cassie Love TV. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful week thus far. Actually, today is only Monday. It's the start of the week, so let's start off strong, okay? I don't know, do whatever you need to do. Go to the gym, okay? Work out. Do whatever you need to do, okay? To make sure your week start off strong. All right, so in today's video, I want to just share with you at least 4 to 5 things that I have learned since I started my lock journey. I thought this video would be so important to talk about today because there's so much going on in our lock community. So much changes with locks right now that I've never seen in my life. So I thought this would be a good video to talk about. So before we get into the video, please remember to subscribe if you're new to my channel, okay? Please remember to add a comment, all right? I'm gonna always say that until it happens, okay? So yeah, I'm not gonna stop saying add a comment and subscribe and like the video. I'm gonna keep saying it. So the other thing I was gonna say is, if you are passing through and you have locks, comment down below as well, okay? Maybe you have starter locks and you see so much going on right now that you're confused, okay? You're maybe 3 to 6 months into your lock journey, don't know what to do, next step to make. So comment down below if you're new to the lock community as well. Okay, so the first thing that I had to learn while growing my locks is to appreciate my locks and appreciate the journey. So the first thing is appreciate your locks, okay? Appreciate your lock journey. Now, I believe that each lock stage is very magical. So whether you have short locks or you just get into the budding stage, your locks may be long all the way down here. Appreciate your locks. Now, one thing I have learned throughout my lock journey that I think has been, I guess it somehow motivates me, is lock affirmations. Now, lock affirmations is just a nice, healthy way to help you embrace your locks. And oftentimes, even when I need a retwist, I remember I had to look into the mirror and be like, oh my goodness, my locks are beautiful. I love my new growth. You know, I love this, I love that. You have to speak, okay? You have to speak to your locks. Speak to whatever it is that's in your brain or in your mind that may be negative. Speak positive over that. And that will help you throughout your lock journey. And affirmations are really good regardless. Whether you're speaking to your beauty when you wake up in the morning, or you're just speaking to your strength, whatever it is that you're speaking to, affirmations is always the best way to go. So I say if you haven't started the affirmations yet for your locks, start it. Your locks are beautiful. Appreciate your crown. Your new growth is beautiful, okay? Don't speak anything more than positive stuff over your locks. Listen, you may not get that compliment you're looking for, okay, when you go out there. I know some of us, we go out there and we probably fix our locks a certain way. We're looking for certain compliment from people. You may not get it. So that's why it's a really good way. It's a really good idea to speak to your locks yourself and, you know, appreciate what you have, because you may not get it out there. And if you don't get it out there, then what? You know what I mean? Now, another really important one I want to talk about, which has been a huge thing in today's day, is don't act on impulse. Be careful with that, because you know you may just watch something on Instagram or YouTube or I don't know, any of these social media sites, and you see somebody doing something to their locks and you're quick to run and do it. And I've seen people literally comment, oh, I'm gonna try this. Oh, I like this, I'm gonna try it. Oh, I didn't know our locks could do it, I'm gonna try this. There are certain things that you can try, okay? I'm not saying that we can't try, you know, different things, but it really depends. So one of the most important thing I'm gonna say towards this is always go back to the reason why you start your locks, okay? Always. And this is so much, I always say this is so much bigger than just locks, right? So you do have some of us who start our locks because we really want to go natural. Locks are beautiful. There is a more spiritual status to it, you know. So there's different reasons. But I try to say this a lot, and I'm serious when I say this. Don't let social media or other people doing allow you to do something to your locks that you don't want to do to your locks. And that's why the affirmations are so important, right? You want to stay in your own identity, right? So what this does is allow you to remain strong in who you really are, right? Okay, so next is semi-free form locks. Now, a semi-free form locks is not what we think it all is. Now, I remember when I looked into this, this is a while ago. I think it was my first year of growing my locks, because I wanted to know, okay, how often am I going to retwist my locks, right? How often should I retwist my locks? So when I researched this, people were saying that they didn't retwist their locks for like 1 month. 1 month. And that was semi-free form locks. That is not what semi-free form locks is. And I think the misconception is that's what it is, right? Every 2 months, you just wait to retwist your locks, and that is semi-free form. So it is really not what we think it is. So one thing I've learned along the way of being on YouTube is you have to research things before you speak on something or present something. And again, I speak on my own experience, of course, when it comes to locks. And I think it's really good too for us to speak on our own experiences, because we're not loctician per se, you know, but we know best because we're handling our locks every single day. So I do think that it is best to listen to someone who have some experience with locks years ago, or who is actually have locks themselves and is going through the experience. But everyone locks does grow differently. Unless you have the same hair type as me, you may actually experience the same things as me, right? It's just like if you have 4C hair and someone else have 4C hair, you know, the way they wash their hair, different things like that, shampoos, conditioners that you may use the same thing with locks. So I said to say, sometimes people just speak on their own experiences, and not necessarily, you know, you need to do this, but it's kind of sharing opinions and feedback on things. And so when I started my lock journey, I was just looking to say, okay, well, if 2 months is when, you know, I need to wait, then I'm going to wait 2 months. But then when I look further into it and go way back into my culture, right? My culture, my own culture, to see how they were doing it, I realized that technically it is longer than 2 months for semi-free form locks. So yeah, I wanted to put that out there, because honestly, I really, at first, and this is like my first year I'm referring to now, I really thought it was you just don't retwist for like a month and you're good to go. And then also, I was told retwist every 2 weeks. Yeah, retwist every 2 weeks. I can never see me retwisting my locks every 2 weeks. It's not gonna happen. Nope. No. Next is don't say the word never. Okay. The reason why I'm saying this is because someone shared with me a while ago that, you know, they didn't thought they would ever lock their hair. They always say I would never wear locks. Like, locks is just not something I would ever wear, because how do you wash it, right? From the outside looking in, it looks dirty all the time. How do you clean the locks when it's mat up, right? And all these different things. I'm sure a lot of us have stories where we use the word never and we get right caught up into a situation where we say we never do. Never. I tell my kids now too, be careful with that word. The word never is so crazy. I think it really depends on what you're saying the word never to. But I used to say I would never have locks back in the day. I never saw myself with locks. Misconception was that locks are dirty, right? I really literally grew up hearing that. I'm serious. Until I of course got older to realize that wasn't the truth, because my sister have locks for years. And her locks is clean. She'll go to the loctician, she get her hair washed. So of course I've learned to understand that was just false, pretty much. But it's a lot of us that we can say that we tell ourselves that we'll never lock our hair or never go natural, and we are here doing it. So yeah, I would say try to stay away from that word. I do. If I find myself saying the word never, I caught myself and I'm like, oh, take it back. I don't think I'm going to do that. That's what I would say. All right, guys. So the last thing I want to talk about is do what works for you. Please do what works for you when it comes to your locks, okay? When you start your lock journey, you will have some challenges, and that is okay, okay? When I say challenges, If you've never locked your hair before, you will see your hair changing, because you are new to it. So there are certain things you've never experienced before that you'll experience with locks. Locks are very unique. It's different. Okay, it's beautiful, right? So you will see some things and you're gonna be like, okay, what's happening here? Okay. So do your research, and please do what works for your locks. And as you start to grow your locks, you will see what I'm saying. You will understand it more. You will get it. If you are fully confident in what you're doing, then no one can stray you away, right, from your decisions, or make you do anything you don't want to do. Locks remind me of flowers. You know, flowers. Locks remind me of nature. You know. If you've ever had your own flowers, or you're growing your own garden or something like that, if you notice, if you don't water it properly, if you don't take care of it properly, it dies, right? That's what locks remind me of. You know, there's so many videos surfing around out there how people just don't take care of their locks, right? It start to knot and get dirty really bad, and then, you know, all this other stuff. So much. Locks do not need too much. So avoid too much manipulation to your locks. Make sure that you are watching the shampoos that you're using. If you're using conditioner, watch that as well. Be mindful of just certain creams and stuff like that you put in your hair. So just be mindful. That's it. And you'll be just fine. So if you are new to the lock community, congratulations to you. You have made a wonderful choice. If you are watching this video and you're new to the lock community, make sure you comment down below, or just send me an email, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Yeah, that's it. Please remember to subscribe and like the video as well, for those of you who are watching. And that is it for today's video. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Can't wait to see you. Miss you already. Bye.